Hey, mystical YouTube land, it is Witchy Nicole. Looks like they're dead again back there. Come on, guys. Anyways, so I'm going to do a money spell, well, really a money oil, but yeah, I guess you can say that it's a money spell. Um, because I try to get all my oils done, if I can, between January and February, so I can have it for the rest of the year. So, warning now, my candles have already been used, but it was because of a blackout that we had, and since I'm the witch, we had to use my candles. So luckily I found that I do have a white, a black, and a green candle. And white's a universal color. So you could use, if you only have the white candle and whatnot, it's fine. Green I always use because, money is green. And for me, black is more or less like I use for bubbling. So it's kind of like my protection candle. So I was out of red, so I was going to use that. But on each one of those, that's why I used the white, sorry. But on each one, I have love, money, prosperity, and luck carved into each one of them. So for the oil that I'm going to be using, I do have olive oil right now. We haven't gotten to the store, so my oils are kind of depleted at the moment. So I have a little bit of olive oil left, but if I use that, my husband would kill me. At least at this time, because that is his favorite oil to use. So going to school for culinary, sometimes, it's not as cheap to buy food afterwards. So I'm using, olive oil. Or, vegetable oil. So, alright. If you go to, and I think I still have all the price tags, because I haven't used these ones yet. These are brand new out of the package. So if you go to your little Botanica or your witchy shops, and you can find your herbs in a bag, they're usually like this. You can get bigger ones. I mean, here's my other patchouli bag. With that one, I think was $8. At the one that I bought it from. So, that one was actually bought in Colorado. Or, the big one was bought here in Idaho. This one was bought in Colorado. So, different places to buy things from. So, this is Graveyard Dust, and this was $5.25. And Graveyard Dust, which is also mullein, also known as mullein, is connected to the planet Saturn and the element of fire. It is most often used for love, protection, health, and promote courage. So this year, I am trying to not come out of the closet, but basically come out of my house, because I just quit going out, basically. So, somewhere along the line, I lost my courage. So, yes, this is going to go into my money spell, because I have to have courage to go get a job. So that's why I'm using this. Patchouli is, even though, and I put this in my candles when they're burning, and it's so funny because it always makes me smell like old man shaving cream stuff. So, and I'm always yelling at my husband to tone it down. And then I remember, oh, you put patchouli in your candle. Anyways, so patchouli is, although best known for its ability to inspire passion and attract the opposite sex, it is also often used to promote prosperity. So that's why I'm using that. And then I'm going to be using my Rowan. The funny thing is I always buy Rowan and never use it. So I'm like, well, you know what? It's New Year. Let me actually use it. Because then, at the end of the year, sometimes I'll go through my stock and I'll throw it away. And I end up throwing these away. because I'm like, I don't know what to use it for. So, oh, I guess I forgot to tell you how much that one was. The little bag is $5.25. So both of those were $5.25. Maybe these, because I bought all these at the same store. And it looks like this one, the oil got a hold of, but I'm pretty sure this was $5.25 too. So, I mean, all in all, that's $15. So, Rowan is considered by the sacred druid Celtic priest. Twigs and the very magical trees are used for healing, protection, success, and psychic powers. So again, money spell, money herbs. Yeah. So the next thing, if you can hear me jingle over here, that I'm going to put in here, and Lady Gravedancer said it the most, or the best, I don't want to put too much money in there because of the fact that I don't want to be greedy. I want to be able to pay my bills. I need to also help, or, you know, catch up on some bills, so that would, but I don't want to be like, all right, I want to pay them all off right now. The way that I was always explained on money spells, so I stopped doing it for a while, because it kind of scared me, and that's not the, I think if you're being greedy, that's how you would get it, is that if you do a money spell, you'll get it, in a way that you're not supposed to get it, or not supposed to, but it'd come into like something like an inheritance or something. So that's why I think that, you know, don't be greedy. You know, if you need some money and stuff like that, if you need to get out to get a job, and do a spell to, you know, help you get that job, get the courage to go to that store that you've been wanting to try to apply for, but don't think that you know, that you have the confidence to go to that job, because you might think that, you know, it's out of your league. So yeah, so I'm gonna put some of that, of course, because I have cloves. I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there, and it's just gonna be like a pinch of each in there. And then I use Himalayan sea salt, and the reason why I use Himalayan sea salt and not table salt is, being a cook, knowing about table salt, I don't even like using it in my food. Table salt, it's bad for your heart, because it's like 3% actual salt. The rest is sand and glass. So, because they have to use glass to get it out of wherever they're getting it out of. And you could use regular sea salt, you know, fine. But again, because of what happened in Japan, and it kind of, you know, circulating throughout the globe and stuff like that, the mercury that's in the water level and stuff like that, I kind of tend to stay away from just regular sea salt. The reason why Himalayan sea salt is actually better is because it sits higher up. So, and that's why you see, you know, everybody wants to get those Himalayan pink rock salts. And me being a cook and have gone to school for it, if I was out, that thing would be cracked and smashed into a bunch of pieces, or I'd be licking it, because I'm constantly, this is about, I don't know, wow, this one was pretty expensive. I don't have the price tag on it, but I think, this one was $8, and I bought this at Albertsons. So, you know, I ain't got no shame in my game to use some stuff from Walmart. I think these are like $1.50 there. So, in here, and I wish I never did that now. It's my dragon's blood, and I'm smelling it because I'm so heartbroken, and I need to tell you guys about this so you don't do it. So if you use these little crushed garlic things, and you can get garlic in these, and you can get ginger in these, and everything, make sure you wash it out and use some lemon juice or some type of acidic something to get the smell out, because I had already pre-grinded all my dragon's blood and put it in here, and I washed it out. I even did all that, and the smell came back of garlic, so now my dragon's blood smells like garlic. So I just had to tell you that. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything in there and enchant it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I have to enchant. I enchant in between every ingredient. So yeah. So I'll be right back. So this is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? Afterwards, and then see if we can get you a top shot with everything on the top. I put the coins and the resin in there. I'm going to give it a lightly gentle swish. I'm not going to and shake it up really, because it is glass, so I don't want to break it. I know they're only quarters and stuff like that, but shaking it vigorously, it kind of does stuff to the glass, the integrity of the glass. So, yeah, between each ingredient that I put in there, I enchanted. And so for however long you put your spells underneath moonlight, or leave it on your altar, however you do it, I usually leave mine depending through a couple moon cycles, and then that's why I always do them in January, and then I have them for the rest of the year. And then with those, well, see, there's me trying to shake it vigorously, and you can hear it, and that just reminded me, don't do it. So here's my money oil, and then what I'll do is I'll take my candles that I carved in them, and I will put a little bit of wax on the top of it, and I will set it on top of there. So then it gets its energy from the candles too on top. So thank you for watching. If you like, leave some thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. Blessed be and goodbye.